Well, hello there. I just want to make a quick video. I won't keep it for long. Aside from scrolling through my Facebook feed here, my prayer that I always pin at the top of my page, aside from all of that, I just want to get to it. It was just something I noticed around town, and as I'm recording this, I'm going to try to find the footage I had of it originally, where I had gotten a ride out to the city limits and taken a picture of all the street signs, the Freemason signs, basically telling you where you could go to do your sick little rituals if you're one of the Black Lodge psychos. Or if you're just a Blue Lodge guy and you're in it for business and you got to go to town, you can go to a lodge meeting at least. You'll know some people or feel like you know some people, right? Part of the secret club, and they know all the handshakes. But anyway, I noticed something very strange the other day, and I don't know if I had an effect on this or not, but all I know is since I've been making videos the last 4 years, I've noticed in the Two Towns area where I live in the Okanagan Valley, the Freemasons have for sure taken down those road signs. As I drove by the other day, I saw they were all gone. And so apparently they have closed up shop and moved all their Blue Lodges to locations unknown. I don't know if they're somewhere else in the Two Towns, here where I live, or if they've been rebuked from the land, as it were. But it made me think of Rob Skiba's Bible study on the weekend, where he mentioned 2 Chronicles 7 through 14 in the Bible study, mentioning how God will heal our lands if we repent and play by the rules. And it just makes me wonder. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just saying I thought it was interesting. It makes me wonder. And yeah, here's the link to the virtual house church. I suppose you could just Google it, but whatever. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that they seemingly have closed up shop and fled the scene. One of the first videos I ever made on my original Merrimour the Red channel, which is now deleted, whatever, like I said, it had around 10,000 subs, and it only had like close to 5 million views, but whatever. Down the memory hole with you. And you know, it is what it is. That's the way these guys play their game. So you got to work around it, right? And I imagine the road sign video, if I scrolled long enough, would be buried in the thousands of videos I got on BitChute here. But yeah, at one point I had made a video where I went to the lodge directly and I sat out front and I talked about them for 15 minutes, basically what they were all about, how the Blue Lodge guys don't have a clue what the Black Lodge guys get up to. And it is what it is. I mean, people will either accept the information that's given to them, or they'll just call you a stupid conspiracy theorist, or they'll just run away from it themselves, you know. However, long story short, the point of the matter is when I started making videos about my 33rd level grandpa and all this high military nonsense, Operation Paperclip, wondering if my dad's family name is even our actual real family name because of all the people, guys like my grandpa, OSS guys, Nazis, changing their name in Operation Paperclip before they came over to America. I don't know. But as far as this goes, I'd like to think that my prayers for the land, healing of the land, have maybe had an effect on this for whatever reason. I'll tell you this much. In my last apartment, I got kicked out for being a flat earther. I made videos about it as well. My last landlord, Gary, I always called him Gary the Goof. I pray for the guy, but yeah, he kicked me out for basically being a flat earther because we got in an argument about flat earth. So the idea of how persecution works and how sometimes God has your back in the strangest ways, aside from the idea that maybe my prayers of healing have caused the Freemasons, for whatever reason, to have to leave the area. Could be. But my last apartment, same thing sort of happened to me, in a way. I'm pretty sure Gary was a Freemason and all that, that it was targeting. They were targeting me. They come in, they buy the building, and the first thing they do is get in an argument with me about flat earth and kick me out. The hilarious thing is since that happened 4 years ago, they apparently found some reason in the apartment, like asbestos or something, which I apparently got away from unscathed. For whatever reason, they weren't allowed to re-rent out my old apartment after that. Talk about, justice being delivered or handed down in a subtle little way. They've turned it into a laundry room. But basically, for Gary's treatment of me, kicking me out of my last apartment, he can't even rent that place out now. Hilarious. I think that's hilarious, because where I'm at now is way better. I miss my friend Polly Walnuts, my neighbor, but other than that. So yeah, that being said, since I've moved to this area and I started making these videos, I have had some weird things happen to me like that. Being evicted over flat earth, or making videos about these road signs, and now they're gone. So, yeah. Or even, like, another weird thing that happened to me, I remember, was when I was going to get a sandwich one day, and I witnessed to this Freemason, and his arm started bleeding in an upside-down cross. I got it on film. And, I mean, that video, 130 views, because, shadow banning. But, yeah, so long story short, my point was, I wonder if this 2 Chronicles verse sort of has something to do with why the Freemasons have packed up camp and fled for locations unknown, I guess. I don't know. But it makes the Two Towns area where I'm at all the better. Good riddance to bad rubbish and all that. And thankful to Rob Skiba, obviously, for all the virtual house church hard work he does. But, yeah, I just thought I'd make a quick video about that because it's interesting to me. And it makes me wonder. So, peace out, baby.